Hi guys, hello, welcome. Hi, have I got enough time? My battery life's on low. How are you doing? Today's a great day. Let's talk about something which is on me at the moment. Look, an elephant. Don't we just love elephants? We do. Come a little closer. Don't we just love elephants? I mean, there's something majestic about an elephant, something so grounding, so powerful. And I think in most people's dreams, to be honest, if you know very little about elephants, one of the dreams that a lot of us had, even me, was as a child, I'd watch the children's programs of a little boy on top of an elephant riding him, and then as we got older, we saw many films of people riding elephants, and it was all beautiful. And one of our dreams was to ride an elephant and to go to wherever, whether it's Africa, India, whether it's Thailand. So I remember the day came when I was ready to I was ready to go to Thailand, very excited about it. And one of the things that I wanted to do was, in my head, ride an elephant. And as it so happens, I was on social media and somebody sent me a picture because I said, "Oh, I can't wait to go and see the elephants and ride them." And somebody sent me a picture, and it was very disturbing in many ways. Not just because what I was looking at that disturbed me, but also what disturbed me, and I've got to be honest, my bubble was burst. My dream was shattered. So that's a little bit selfish, right? Well, it's true. I was at that point. It was a bit selfish until I really then started to really take notice and look at what was going on in the world of elephants, especially in Thailand. And then another picture came, another video came, and it was of a beautiful baby elephant, and he had a paintbrush, an artist paintbrush, at the end of his trunk, and literally he was painting pictures, and like, oh my God. And to you and me, and to many of us who are not educated, and it's nobody's fault, here's where we really need to get this so precise. It is nobody's fault that we did not know what we know now. And what I'm sharing with you now is something that I didn't know before. So don't ever beat yourself up about things like this, but I'm going to start from the very beginning, okay? It only takes a little bit of time and thought to think to yourself, all animals that are wild, not domesticated, and live in Mother Nature as they're free to do, would that animal perform what it performs if you gave it the free will to? So would an elephant from nowhere all of a sudden start to paint and say, "Hey, come and hop on my back, let's go for a ride"? Probably not. Okay, so let's then start at the beginning. How does all this happen? How does an elephant allow somebody on top of their back, and how is it that an elephant can take a brush and start to paint a picture? I started to do a little bit more research and studying, and it became evident that there was something very sinister going on, and something wasn't right. It wasn't adding up. None of this was adding up. An elephant wouldn't do that. An elephant probably wouldn't come anywhere near you unless you've got food. And even if that's the case, it probably wouldn't want to eat from you anyway because it has ample supplies of food in Mother Nature. So, reality check. It all hit me like a ton of bricks. And to this day now, and so does my daughter, We push every day and really steam forward in the protection and the love of elephants. So, when an elephant is born, within a space of a few months, when that baby can look after itself, basically, well, not even that, what I was told, but they prize the baby elephant away from the mother. And they created, this is in Thailand, these people created a wooden structure. Basically, it's like a frame, a wooden frame, where the baby can just about get inside, but cannot move really from side to side. So the baby is stood up and it can only get in so much. And it's a special cage, wooden cage, and it's got a name. I know it's going to upset a lot of you, but it's good to hear. The cage is called Spirit Breaker. Just think about that. Spirit Breaker. And basically it is what it is. It breaks the spirit of the baby elephant with its natural, loving, powerful insight into everything. And it's kind of a little bit like, anyway, I won't go down there, but yes. So they put the baby, they drag the baby and put it in here away from its mother. So it's basically in this cage in nature, in the forest. And then there's normally between 1 and 3 men who have long sticks, wooden made sticks. And at the end of the stick, there is a hook, a long hook in metal. It's made in metal. So this is wood and this is metal. And basically, they spend the next 7 to 14 days keeping the elephant alive, awake, and constantly beating it, screaming at it, shouting at it. And you can often see the scars on the baby elephants where they basically hacked the baby elephant throughout the day and night. And they realize that this is the only way they can break the spirit of the elephant. And then after those 2 weeks, some apparently break quicker than others. But when they see that the elephant is broke, it means that from that moment on, the elephant will do anything because of the fear and the spirit that's been broken. So, when I was in Thailand a few years ago, we were walking along this beautiful side of a river, and at one side there was like a forest, and then there were a few things happening around, and I lost sight of my ex-wife then, Susie, and anyway I caught up and found her, and she was crying. And I witnessed her crying, looking, and what the sight I saw was horrific. And it was an elephant which was chained up by one of his feet in a metal chain. And the elephant was literally swaying from side to side. And you could feel the suffering, you could feel the pain, you could feel the emotion. And literally, the elephant was going out of its mind. It was basically just lost its mind. Not only was the spirit broken, but it was almost like seeing somebody who's lost their marbles and like swaying. You know, you've seen this before, right? So anyway, that was that. And we then went to Lek. Lek is a wonderful lady. If you go online and look, L-E-K. Lek is a beautiful soul who spends her life now rescuing elephants, and she has I don't know how many now. When we went to her sanctuary, there was 500 dogs she'd rescued, water buffaloes, and I don't know, that maybe 80 to 100 elephants, something like that. And many famous people around the world contribute, donate, very famous people, all on the walls. And people can go there and spend a day there, a week there, 6 months there, and work, and they all get fed, and they all look after the elephants. It's a beautiful project, and Lek is a hero. So I think today is a really interesting day because I've been watching these videos being pumped out left, right and centre about riding elephants and watching elephants paint and having your pictures taken with elephants. I came to the conclusion when I actually went to stay with Lek for a while, and then I went to a French lady, and she's called Claudia, and she's in the heart of Chiang Rai, and she has 3 elephants now. My daughter's there at the moment with the elephants, and she looks after these 3 elephants, and there's no riding, it's just walking by the side of them and taking care of them. I think today's a really wonderful day for the knowledge of understanding of that what sometimes we struggle to see because we get so excited. And I know a lot of people, just like me, who got excited, who wanted to ride an elephant. But then as soon as they found out what happens to them, well, it's obvious. There's no way we'll ever ride an elephant. We'll walk by the side, we'll feed them, we'll help them, we'll love them, and we'll share the message like I am today. When I came back a few years ago from what I saw, I wrote a few articles and one went viral. Wrote some for Marbella, a few magazines, glossy magazines. That went down really well, and we got the message out there about why it's important. We should think twice about riding an elephant and having photos with them. Changing the chip of the old is very challenging in certain countries, and here is no different. In Mias Pueblo, I have been fighting for the right of the donkeys for many years, 16 years, having national TV here trying to stop them from abusing the donkeys here because they beat them nearly every day. And it's a slow process, it really is. But I think the main thing, if we can help awaken one person at a time to think about, you know what, I'm not going to ride an elephant. I may walk by the side of them and go to Lek Sanctuary and look after them and spend time with them, but I'm not going to ride them ever again. And I think that's today's message. I think I'd like to put this out today and let everybody know that it isn't your fault if you've ridden an elephant or a donkey, because you probably never even knew about this. But I guess now we know, we can say, you know what, I will never ride another elephant again in my life, and I will tell all my friends. And whenever I see these videos about elephants painting, about people riding elephants, I will try and gently educate them in a loving way, not a horrible way, not a nasty way, but in a loving way. And by doing that, they will say, oh my God, I didn't realize, and thank you for telling me, and now I'll never do that again. And this is how we change mankind. And hopefully we teach our children, because it's our children who are the next generation who then will say no to this, and then it will eradicate that. Maybe we'll never get rid of it, but the more we educate people, the more there's a chance that will stop. And that's my message today, guys. It's a message of love. It's a message of love for our elephant, because we love them. And when you're anywhere near an elephant, I used to post pictures when I was in Thailand of we were feeding the elephants and being with them with a French lady. We spent about a week there, and it was lovely to walk with them and be by the sides and wash them. And they are such a majestic, beautiful animal. And like I say, to everybody, just leave animals alone, you know, don't ride them, just leave them alone, you know. But then again, I'm probably going to get attacked because, of course, we have horse riding, and, you know, there we go to another different level. And is that acceptable? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But you know what? You do what you want to do. If the horse feels it's loved and it loves to be ridden, then that's fine. But all I'm saying is there's a difference between, really a big difference between how they break the spirit of the elephant than obviously a horse is brought up to, you know, love horse riding. And I've been around a lot of horses, as you all know. I used to be a horse healer, and it's a little bit of a different energy, trust me. So today's message is really about our animal kingdom, and more importantly our elephants. But let's not forget the abuse of the donkeys all over the world. They are really abused quite badly. It's not a case of, you know, looking after, like horses, you look after them, you treat them well, you feed them well, you groom them, you love them. You know, elephants are just used as a way of making money, and they abuse them. And the same with the donkeys here. They are normally abused very badly. So there is a difference. So please don't get me wrong on that side of things, okay? I guess that's it really, guys. I'm going to have a nice drink. Look at that. Cucumber, or my friend on YouTube says, cucumber, cucumber. Cucumber. Made him famous, that. Does anybody remember that? Type in cucumber and listen to the guy. He's a genius. A genius. He's a poet, and he sings a song about cucumber. Right, I think I'm up to go to Mark Bajerski Crystals channel, and I'm going to do a video. And I think it's going to be a workshop on how to use crystals and how best to work with them. How about that? See you over there, guys. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic, beautiful crystals today. Thank you. We're wrapping and packing them today. You've chosen some belters. Okay, guys, take care. See you soon.